India, the land of myths and magic, or as some people calls it, the Wonderland. And finally we're here. We're here in a wonderland with the most paradoxical phenomena, with the poor people who are in the 40% of the poorest population in the world. The slums, the panhandler, with the smiling faces and the begging eyes. The oppressed women, the noisy, dirty, crowded streets, with the non-stop traffic, full of hooting cars, small cars and the fancy ones. The mortification and the luxury, the religion and the colour, the weak dogs unable to bark because they are hungry, and the children with no future. And finally 1,240,000,000 people in an amazing multicultural society. Most of them seem satisfied and some truly different. Yes, this is India, and we're here. One of the very first things we noticed was that time has a very different meaning for Indians. Sometimes we have to wait for about half an hour for Mr. Driver, but one cannot ignore happiness in India. Vijay could be the symbol of Indian happiness and peace. After a 6-hour trip to Puna and an interesting leisure time in the city, the work began. Important meetings with the headmaster of Puna University, professors, social work researchers and students. Impressive visits to deprived areas, slums and urban parts. People who live in streets, sleep in streets, give birth in the streets and die there. Children whom nobody knows how old they are. And houses, if one even can call them a house, with neither safe roof nor secure walls. In one of these deprived areas, on the outer skirt of Puna, we found a student whose only entertainment was watching TV during weekends, at school, in dark corridor, sitting on the floor, or sometimes smiling at a camera for a tourist. We also noted that unfortunately women are still considered and treated as the second sex. It seems that gender and class equality are both myths going hand in hand in India now for decades. Nevertheless, let's hope for a change, reducing the poverty and bringing up the equality, to visiting a happier and more magnificent India next time.